The rediscovery of Pharaoh Ramses II statue. Archaeologists from Egypt and Germany have discovered the remains of an ancient Egyptian statue they believe could depict one of history's most famous rulers.
In this channel, we'll be bringing to you the most fascinating and interesting tales down through the generation, featuring heroes and heroines. Here is about the large part of the statue of the great Pharaoh Ramses II, which was discovered.
The rediscovery of Pharaoh Ramses II statue. Archaeologists from Egypt and Germany have discovered the remains of an ancient Egyptian statue they believe could depict one of history's most famous rulers. The likeness of what may be Pharaoh Ramses II was found submerged under groundwater in a working-class neighborhood of Cairo. The archaeologists found the bust of the statue and the lower part of the head. As they removed the head, they also found the crown, the right ear, and a fragment of the right eye. Experts say it probably depicts the revered Pharaoh Ramses II, who ruled Egypt more than 3,000 years ago. Ramses II, one of the ancient world's most famous leaders, reigned over Egypt from 1279 to 1213 BCE. His 66-year-long rule was one of the longest in ancient Egyptian history. Ramses II was known for his military exploits, which expanded Egypt's reach as far east as modern Syria and as far south as modern Sudan. The Sun Temple in Heliopolis, founded by Ramses II, lends weight to the likelihood that the statue is of him. Archaeologists say it was one of the largest temples in Egypt, almost double the size of Luxor. According to the archaeologist and professor of Egyptology at the American University in Cairo, who was part of the dig, this is one of the most important excavations in Egypt. The ongoing work at the site is vital because it is essentially rescue archaeology of one of the most significant religious places in ancient Egyptian history. It is the birthplace of the sun god and indeed of Egypt and its civilization in terms of Egyptian mythology. Experts will now attempt to extract the remaining pieces of the statue before restoring them. The growth and prosperity seen in Egypt during Ramses II's reign earned him the title, Ramses the Great. It is also believed that Ramses II may have been the pharaoh from the biblical book of Exodus, from whom Moses demanded the release of his people. As news of the discovery spread, excitement surged through both the local community and the international archaeological community. The working-class neighborhood in Cairo became the epicenter of global interest. Scholars, historians, and tourists alike flocked to the site, eager to witness history in the making. Dr. Amina El Sayed, the lead archaeologist on the project, was particularly thrilled. This discovery is monumental, she remarked. Not only does it provide us with tangible links to one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs, but it also offers new insights into the religious and cultural life of ancient Egypt. The excavation team worked tirelessly, carefully documenting and preserving every fragment of the statue. They used advanced technology, including ground-penetrating radar and 3D imaging, to map out the surrounding area. Their goal was to uncover as much as possible about the temple complex and its significance. As the excavation progressed, the team unearthed more than just fragments of the statue. They discovered an array of artifacts that painted a vivid picture of life during Ramses II's reign. Pottery, tools, jewelry, and inscriptions were found, each piece providing a glimpse into the daily lives of the ancient Egyptians. One particularly fascinating find was a collection of clay tablets inscribed with hieroglyphics. Dr. El Sayed and her team painstakingly translated the texts, revealing detailed records of temple activities, religious ceremonies, and even personal notes from priests. These tablets offered invaluable insights into the religious practices and societal norms of the time. Among the inscriptions, a recurring theme was the reverence for Ramses II. He was depicted not only as a mighty warrior and wise ruler but also as a divine figure chosen by the gods. This divine status was underscored by the grandeur of the Sun Temple, which was dedicated to the worship of the sun god Ra, with Ramses II positioned as his earthly representative. As they delved deeper into the site, the archaeologists made a startling discovery. Beneath the temple complex, they uncovered a network of tunnels and chambers. These underground structures had remained hidden for millennia, untouched by looters or the ravages of time. The team speculated that these chambers could be part of a secret sanctuary or a burial site reserved for high-ranking priests and officials. The walls of the tunnels were adorned with intricate carvings and paintings, depicting scenes of religious rituals and mythological tales. Each step deeper into the labyrinth brought new revelations. One chamber, in particular, stood out. It was larger than the others, with a high ceiling supported by massive stone columns. At the center of the room lay a stone sarcophagus, its lid adorned with carvings of deities and protective symbols. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation as Dr. El Sayed and her team prepared to open the sarcophagus. Inside the sarcophagus, they found not a mummy, but a collection of artifacts, golden amulets, intricately designed jewelry, and scrolls of papyrus. These items were likely offerings meant to accompany the deceased into the afterlife. The absence of a body only deepened the mystery. Where was the pharaoh's mummy? The discovery of the artifacts led to further speculation. Some suggested that the tomb had been looted in antiquity, the body of the pharaoh taken and hidden elsewhere. Others believed that the sarcophagus might belong to a high priest or a member of the royal family, buried with the same honors as a pharaoh. As Dr. El Sayed and her team continued their exploration, they stumbled upon a hidden passage behind one of the chamber walls. The passage was narrow and winding, leading deep into the earth. With torches in hand, they ventured into the darkness, their footsteps echoing off the ancient stone walls. After what felt like hours, they emerged into a vast underground cavern. The air was cool and damp, and the walls were covered in luminous crystals that cast a soft, ethereal light. At the far end of the cavern stood a massive stone door, its surface etched with hieroglyphics and images of the gods. Dr. El Sayed recognized the inscriptions as a prayer to Osiris, the god of the afterlife, asking for protection and guidance. The team worked together to open the door, revealing a breathtaking sight. Inside was a hidden burial chamber, untouched by time and filled with treasures beyond their wildest dreams. Gold and silver objects, precious gems, and intricately carved statues adorned the room. In the center lay a golden sarcophagus, its surface inlaid with lapis lazuli and other precious stones. Dr. El Sayed approached the sarcophagus with reverence, her hands trembling as she lifted the lid. Inside was the mummy of a pharaoh, perfectly preserved and wrapped in fine linen. The face mask, made of gold and encrusted with jewels, bore the likeness of Ramses II. The discovery of the pharaoh's final resting place was a momentous occasion, one that would rewrite history books and deepen our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture and burial practices. Dr. El Sayed knew that they had uncovered something truly extraordinary, a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. The rediscovery of Ramses II's statue and the subsequent unearthing of the underground chambers garnered international attention. Scholars and archaeologists from around the world expressed their interest in the findings. The Egyptian government, recognizing the historical significance of the discovery, sought collaboration with international experts to ensure the proper excavation, preservation, and restoration of the site. One notable figure who took an interest in the project was Alexandre Moreau, a French billionaire and philanthropist known for his passion for ancient history. Moreau had funded numerous archaeological expeditions and possessed one of the world's most extensive collections of Egyptian artifacts. His involvement brought a new level of resources and expertise to the excavation. Moreau visited the site personally, meeting with Dr. El Sayed and her team. He was deeply impressed by their dedication and the significance of their findings. "This is a treasure of unimaginable value," Moreau remarked. "Not just in terms of wealth, but in what it represents, our shared history and the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations." With Moreau's financial support and the collaboration of international experts, the restoration of the statue and the preservation of the underground chambers began in earnest. Advanced technology, including 3D scanning and digital reconstruction, was employed to restore the statue to its former glory. Each fragment was meticulously analyzed and pieced together, ensuring that the statue's original appearance was faithfully recreated. The artifacts found within the underground chambers were catalogued and studied by a team of experts. The scrolls of papyrus, in particular, revealed a wealth of information about their religious practices, governance, and daily life in ancient Egypt. These texts were carefully preserved and translated, offering new insights into a civilization that had fascinated scholars for centuries. Recognizing the cultural and historical significance of the discovery, the Egyptian government decided to establish a new museum dedicated to Ramses II and the findings from the excavation. The museum, located near the excavation site, would house the restored statue, the artifacts, and interactive exhibits detailing the life and times of Ramses II. The opening of the museum was a grand affair, attended by dignitaries, scholars, and enthusiasts from around the world. Dr. El Sayed and her team were honored for their remarkable contributions to the field of Egyptology. The museum quickly became a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors eager to learn about ancient Egypt and witness the magnificent statue of Ramses II. Despite the incredible discoveries, the excavation left many questions unanswered. The absence of a body in the initial. Despite the incredible discoveries, the excavation left many questions unanswered. The absence of a body in the initial sarcophagus and the mysteries of the underground chambers hinted at more secrets waiting to be uncovered. Dr. El Sayed and her team continued their work, driven by the promise of new revelations. The story of Ramses II, his reign, and his final resting place would remain a source of fascination and inquiry for generations to come, a testament to the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. Please subscribe for more updates.
Thank you for watching that video. Kindly subscribe as we bring to you more interesting videos.